Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the Laser Nut. It's time to do the 1-year review on this little RC. That's right, it's the Laser Nut, and it's been a year. This is honestly a car that, for me, is way underutilized. I never really kind of think about taking it out. And now that I'm here, I've really been missing out. This thing is just kind of like a buggy, but I keep forgetting this thing is. I totally forgot it was 4S. Now this thing gets a lot of hate from people because it's not a basher. People try to treat it like a basher, and it breaks. I think a lot of it comes down to these wheels. These wheels are a very kind of probably weak plastic. They don't really feel like they're the strongest. And then I guess the suspension's is okay. I mean, we have a huge metal shock tower brace front and rear, but if you look at the shocks themselves, very thin on the shock shafts. Even the control arms, everything, the CVDs are very thin. It's not the most robust. Wow, that front diff is really open. I'm gonna have to look into that because that has like nothing. Sheesh. Even the back. The center's got nothing. No wonder this thing's not really, yeah, I think it's time to go through and kind of tune this thing. It's just been sitting. Now, you guys notice, maybe you noticed, this thing from the factory had one of those wheels in the back where that wing is. I didn't really care for that. I don't really care for the whole brass look of the wheels, or the copper look, whatever you want to call it. Plus, it really felt that tire's kind of heavy, and to me, it just felt like it was kind of dragging the whole back end down. So I didn't like the way it looked. So I had that wing, so I put it on. I like the way the wing looks. But if you buy one, you will have a spare tire there. I can't remember if it interfered with opening the closing the body. I know on the Super Laser Nut it does. The big brother of this definitely has issues with you can't open the body with the spare tire on. But I don't think this one did. So let's go over dislikes real quick. Not really much. The receiver is open. I don't like that. I like it to be in something, so I did install a receiver box in there. The rims, I understand that they licensed it and they're trying to make it look like the real thing, which they did, but I don't know. I don't like the color, but I wish the rims were a little bit more robust. Trying to think, there was something else. Was there something here? then I'm thinking, I can't quite. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of flip-up bodies either. But oh, no fan on the motor. I guess I said, see, I put the receiver box here to hold it. I think the receiver originally was somewhere here, but you know, I mean, there's a lot of dirt and stuff gets kicked up into here. Everyone, I think that's really just my my two critiques for it. Really is just no fan on the motor and the receiver being open, not in any kind of box. I mean, it's just so wide open. And I really can't complain about the spare tire because they're making it look like the real race car. I said it's so far back here, it just was really kind of dragging that back end down. But what do I like? It looks amazing. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, these drivers look. I forgot about that. The little hoses and everything in here, hooked up to stuff. You know, the fan, all the vents here. Love the lights. Really, really bright. The shocks and everything seem really well, except for, you know, it's a small bore, small shaft on the shocks. But this isn't a basher. If you drive it the way it's intended, I don't think you're going to have any problems. I've said it plenty of times. Buy the RC that's based on your style of driving. If you want to launch something in the air, get a Creighton, get an Outcast, get, you know, something that if you want to ground run, this is an excellent vehicle. If you want to probably go to the beach, run it in the sand. I took the big brother to the beach and did really good out there. Whew. I'll tell you what, for as open as the diffs are, it's actually turning pretty good in this loose stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's the problem we have in the RC community here in YouTube is that everybody judges a car, or not gonna say everybody, but people judge a car based on how it jumps. They want to treat every car the same, and you really can't do that. I mean, if every car was just a basher for big air, what fun is that? We wouldn't have road cars. We wouldn't have like the Losi Pro Moto motorcycle, right? I mean, well, can this thing jump? Yeah. I've taken off my my ramp. If you watch my review video. So it's not the fastest thing for 4S. I mean, it does decent. Look at that. See, so we can catch some air with it. I think it's bleeding a lot of power from that center diff because those front tires are ballooning. I think we'd have a, but at the same time, that could be by design too. You don't really want this thing doing wheelies. You want it staying planted, and the tires, I don't think they're really ballooning that much. I mean, it's designed, what they call a rock racer. So, I tell you, I'm kind of disappointed in myself that I have not actually utilized this car more. I don't know why. It's this would really be a perfect one to take like camping and stuff like that. You know, it's a good size, and it's got a lot of capability to it. If you guys go back, if you're interested, watch my review video, because I took it off into the woods and did some like basic, I don't want to say crawling, but we took it out into kind of the woods, into a different terrain that I usually don't do, to see how a small scale like this would do in that, and it did really well, getting climbing and going through stuff and over tree branches and stuff. I'm really surprised that something this size did that well. Maybe here we can well, I say that and then here we go, freaking land on a tree. But yeah, usually some of the, and this isn't, I'm not gonna say it's small, you know, it's about 10 scale or so, but somebody's gonna be like, no, it's eighth or something. Whatever. To me, it feels about, you know, maybe a little large for a 10th, but about 10th. You know, I don't know. Yeah, usually smaller cars don't really maneuver too well in this stuff, but this thing, and this really isn't much of a thing for it, but hopefully you can see, you know, we got, that's good. Cruising around here, low speed. You know, it's not a crawler. Wow, I really, I'm missing out. You know, I buy these cars and it's just money sitting, hanging in the shed. Me not using it. I guess that's the good thing with the 1 year reviews. It reminds me I got these cars and take them out. Now, I totally forgot. I wanted to start out the video like this. They discontinued this car. You still might be able to pick them up. Maybe some hobby shop somewhere still maybe have one. So I'm just wondering, what is your thoughts? If a car is discontinued, by the time it comes up for me to do a 1 year review, should I just pass on it? Seeing how you most likely can't buy it? Or, I mean, you could still buy them maybe secondhand. Like I said, there might be some hobby shops sitting on some somewhere. But yeah, I went to Horizon Hobby. I wanted to see what the spec was for the battery. I couldn't remember if this was 3S, 4S, whatever it was, and it said discontinued. So it kind of, I don't know how much value a 1 year review is on this, unless you just here supporting me, just watching stuff I put out. I greatly appreciate it. Now see, if this was the big rock 223S, it would have cut out. But this thing is like, I think 120 amp ESC. When I was just looking at it, it said like 120 or something on it. Well, we're pushing this thing too. I mean, this is some, you know, pretty loose sand and stuff. And we got some rocks, we got some grass. That thing is doing really, really well driving through all this stuff, you know. Staying pretty planted. Ah. So yeah, let me know, should I do reviews if the car's been discontinued? I'm not, but this is the, oh look at it, it did wheelie. It's the first time it's happened to me that I go to do something and they don't make it. I am like seriously just disappointed in myself that I have not utilized this thing more. Wow. I said, a lot of people gave this thing a bunch of heat, a bunch of slack, but you know, they were misusing it. I saw the same thing, like, you know, I had my own issues with the Max Slash about handling and stuff like that, but it's a short course truck. It's not a basher. People were treating it as a basher, and they weren't happy with the performance. Not every RC can be expected to do the same thing. I wish some channels would get that through. Not every RC is designed to be thrown off a damn ramp. You know what I mean? We drive RC cars. You drive them. Why do you think they have anti-sway bars? If they wouldn't come with anti-sway bars, if all you're supposed to do is drive straight and go off a ramp or into a skate park. This is where, you know, those things are supposed to come in play. Like here, you're taking a turn, trying to keep the tires planted. I said, I mean, unfortunately, I've had comments before. Somebody, they mentioned like they bought one RC and their friend or somebody has something, or they're not happy with it. It does something. I'm like, well, if that's the kind of driving you do, why did you buy that? You know, if you want to race around like this, if you want to go to a track, you don't buy a Max or an Outcast or something. You buy a buggy. If you want to bash, get a basher. You get an X-Max, a Creighton, something like that, or a Max, or, you know, one of the, again, like a Creighton, the 4S or 6S stuff. You don't go buy a Felony and try to take it off-road. You know, I want you guys, you can spend your money, make an informed decision. Think about the driving you're going to do. Think about the terrain. Is the terrain that you have, is it extremely rough, rocky, like Chris with the C, where he runs, an Old Dusty? I've been there. There's lots of stones, bricks, you know, huge things sticking up out of the ground. There's something like this. Could I run it there? Yes, but I am probably going to ding the living crap out of it. That is an awesome place for something like the X-Max or an Outcast. Something large with a lot of ground clearance. You know, all you're going to do is run in the backyard. Don't buy a 8S car. You're not going to enjoy it. You're not going to just get the full potential out of it. Ooh. You know, but if you're going to run through, if you got nice, you know, fairly flat terrain, some dirt, maybe sand, something like that, and you want something that handles good, this is what you buy. Oh man, check it out. Oops. The Lasernut 1 year review. I haven't broken anything on it. I haven't had to do anything, but to be honest, I probably got, this is maybe the 3rd or 4th battery pack through it, as far as I recall. I just have not really used this one. So I don't think it'd be fair for me to say kind of like how durable it is, but it is made by Arma, so I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. It's pretty sturdy. I mean, but use it as intended. If you want to launch the thing off a ramp, it's not really your RC. Those, especially those wheels, are not going to take it. They are just a very thin plastic. But if you like doing this, man, this thing's doing great right here. I'm happy. All right, everyone. Man, the Lasernut 1 year, I like it. You drive it the way it's designed. Great car. Unfortunately, you can't get it. You can't get the Super Lasernut. I have one. I have videos on it, so go check it out. And sometime here later, I'll be doing 1 year on the big brother, the 6S Super Lasernut as well. Everyone, you know the spiel. Links down below. Have you discount codes, ways to help the channel, merch store, Amazon, affiliate links with AMAIN and that. If you want to buy these things, Horizon Hobbies and that. And it helps me out tremendously because I buy my cars. I don't get them sent to review. So it helps me keep buying more stuff so I can do 1-year reviews for you and reviews and stuff like that. Oh man, that's freaking, I like this thing, man. I'm just really sad I've not utilized it more. Wow. Well, I'm glad I did this because this reminded me that this is really a great RC. I think next time I go camping, this is what I'm going to take. All right, everyone. Hey, appreciate the support. Like, shares, comments. Appreciate it. Those of you, man, that are helping me in this journey, this RC adventures, thank you so much. The positive comments, the support, everything like that. It means a lot. It really does. So I appreciate it. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.